LinkedIn sucks. In the past few years, LinkedIn has turned into the Instagram of the business world. It was originally designed for people to connect and interact with other people in their industries. However, over time, we've seen that it's changed into this cultivation of competition. If you want to feel bad about yourself, get on LinkedIn. Because as soon as you get on that homepage, there's going to be at least 10 other people telling you just how successful they are. And I think one of the things that's responsible for this is hustle culture. The idea that you have to grind 24/7 if you want to be successful, which just isn't true. So what I did was I went to LinkedIn, pulled some of the worst posts I can find, and we're going to look at some of these to see if LinkedIn is truly the worst. Okay, so our first post says, wake up early. Mark Zuckerberg gets up at 8 a.m. and eats a single egg. Albert Einstein got up at 8:30 a.m. and ate a single egg. Steve Jobs got up at 6 a.m. and ate a single egg. Jack Dorsey gets up at 5:30 a.m. and eats a single egg. Bill Gates gets up at 7 a.m. and eats a single egg. So when do you get up? When do I get up? You know, if it's a weekday, I'll probably wake up at 8:30, lay in bed until like 9 o'clock, and then get up and get ready for work. For breakfast, I'll have, some eggs, some toast, a bowl of fruit. But if it's the weekend, I'm getting up at 10 o'clock because I have nowhere to be. I love how the first sentence says wake up early, and then they proceed to tell us exactly what these people have for breakfast every day. What it should say is wake up early and eat an egg. I also think it's kind of funny that they just throw Albert Einstein in here. Like they couldn't find another billionaire that wakes up every morning and eats one single egg. Like I don't even think this list is accurate. Have you seen Mark Zuckerberg? You think this man wakes up every morning and eats? Have you seen him? He is a robot. A robot. All right, this next post says, the hashtag grind is a drug. In the worst way. I like to challenge myself, but I overcommit, overexert, and eventually overdose on work. It's easy to get lost in the busyness. It's hard to rest. I've decided to view hashtag rest as something I do versus something that happens to me. Any other tips you have at prioritizing rest? Hashtag sales advice. That first line, the hashtag grind is a drug, every entrepreneur has that tattooed on their forearm. If the hashtag grind is a drug, then inject that shit into my veins. Bars. Overall, the message behind this post isn't bad. You have to prioritize your mental health over work. If you don't set boundaries between your work life and your personal life, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be a very, very sad person. But at the same time, maybe don't make an analogy comparing drugs to work, because drugs actually mess people up. And that's just a little bit of hashtag sales advice for you. So this next post has a video attached to it from the king of hustle himself, Gary V. Gary. Now before even watching this video, I can just tell by the look on Gary's face that he's gonna tell us that we have to work the weekends if we wanna be successful.
About how big of an entrepreneur they're gonna be and how much they're gonna achieve, and they don't work on weekends. I worked every Saturday of my 20s. And I talk to 20-year-old entrepreneurs every single day. Lately, I've been saying to them, this Saturday, you're gonna have more time off than I've had in my entire 20s on a Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary has spoken. If you wanna be successful, you have to give up all of your free time. Not just some of it, not just a little bit, all of it.
Your family? Bye-bye. You're not gonna see your family ever again because you're gonna be selling your soul to the grind, to the hustle, to the lifestyle.
See, even the host was like, hang on, what? The weekends? Come again? I have to work on the weekends? I don't know, this lifestyle just sounds so sad, right? You're giving up all of your free time for work. Let's look at some of these comments. One of my favorite speeches ever. I get so pumped up whenever I hear those words with that enthusiastic tonality. Heart emoji. Enthusiastic? There was no enthusiasm in this man's voice. If anything, it sounds like Gary's flexing on us. I didn't have a single day off in my 20s. Well, Gary, you're a victim. You are a victim. This comment says, name a current billionaire who didn't work 100 to 120 hours per week for decades. Oh wait, there aren't any. Oh, you're still trying to think of a billionaire who didn't work 100 to 120 hours a week to get to where they are today? Well, let me save you the trouble, because there isn't one. This just sounds so sad. 100 to 120 hours a week for decades? Decades? Do you know what happens when you work 100 to 120 hours a week? You don't have any friends. No one wants to hang out with you because your entire personality becomes work. 120 hours, that leaves you 48 hours in a week. That's 2 days, and that entire time is gonna be spent eating, sleeping, and commuting to work. But then again, nothing matters as long as you're married to the grind. My grandma's toaster sucked. Only one side worked, it took forever, and didn't make dark toast. Despite that, I was never able to persuade my grandma to buy a new toaster. Why? Clearly the new toaster was better, both sides worked. It had a new digital display, it was faster, it made dark toast too. But here's the thing, my grandma didn't want to learn a new TUI, Toaster User Interface. She wasn't in a rush. She only ate one piece of toast, and she didn't like dark toast. The takeaway? It's not a problem or opportunity until your prospect says it is. Reaching out to all grandmas is a major cause of outreach failure. Are you selling toasters to the right grandmas? Or are you selling toasters to all grandmas? It's a toaster, like I understand what they're trying to say. You have to know who your target audience is if you're gonna sell something. But like, man, pick the dumbest analogy of all time. Toaster user interface? That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. It has one purpose, to make cold bread hot, right? There is no need for your toaster to have a digital display. Is there a toaster out there with a digital display? Probably, but it's stupid. Why do you need that? All you need is the lever and the dial, right? Because you're trying to make your cold bread hot. I don't know why this irritates me. It irritates me. It's so stupid. If you wanted to save the trouble of making this LinkedIn post, all you had to do was ask your grandma, hey grandma, what kind of toaster do you want? And she would say, oh, probably the one with the dial and the lever. The last post made me sad. This one made me angry. We have to go on to the next one. I can't look at this anymore. I can't look at it anymore. I still have my Nintendo DS, and I hate playing hashtag video games. The only game I will play was/is Mario Kart. The ultimate achievement? The locked tracks, because you know, hashtag curiosity gap. But the only way to get to them was to beat the current tracks. Level by level, I would play for hours, shaving off 0.5 seconds here, 7th place instead of 8th place there. Eventually, I was placing first, beating records and unlocking those ultimate levels, but only after putting in the time getting lapped by Luigi and slipping on every single one of Donkey Kong's bananas. It was the same when I became a hashtag BDR. What the hell does that mean? Went through the same initial I suck at this learning stage, but what got me unlocking levels faster was getting good at one thing at a time, one level at a time. P.S. Your hashtag Mario Kart character says a lot about you. Who did you choose? Hashtag sales. Okay, so we have another analogy, but this time it's about Mario Kart and not about toasters. Basically they're saying life is like Mario Kart. No matter how many times you fail, you just gotta keep going. Keep riding that track. No matter how many times you slip on Donkey Kong's bananas, you just gotta get back up and keep going. What gets me about this though is in the very first sentence, they say, I still have my DS, ... and I hate playing video games. Then why do you have it? Why do you have your DS? If you hate video games so much that you would include it in your LinkedIn analogy, why would you not just give it away? I'm sure there is someone out there, your next door neighbor, probably wants that DS. Give it to them. You're not using it. You're using it for stupid LinkedIn analogies. And there are so many hashtags in this post. You can always tell when someone's trying to become a LinkedIn influencer or just an influencer in general because they use so many hashtags that don't even pertain to the post or to LinkedIn in general. Why are you using hashtag Mario Kart? Who's going on to LinkedIn and searching hashtag Mario Kart? No one! No one's doing that! And then they add the which hashtag Mario Kart character are you? Down at the bottom to boost engagement. And this person says, I always go with Toon Link. And they reply and say, AKA Anime Young Robin Hood. To me at least. And Anime Young Robin Hood? Robin Hood? This is Toon Link. This is Robin Hood. They look nothing alike. Nothing alike. Now, before we end the video, we're gonna take a look at one last post. All right, this person says, people work really hard to avoid working really hard. Tell me I'm wrong. Hashtag hard work, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag work, hashtag hustle. You know, I look at this post and I think, you know, maybe they're right. Maybe people really do work hard to avoid working really hard. So I go and check the comments to see if anyone else agrees. You're wrong. People work hard for greater sense of achievement, eventually working hard on what they want to, purpose, regret, etc. For people who avoid working really hard, won't even work hard. And I hate to say it, but they're right. It takes a lot more effort to work hard. And at the end of the day, you just have to make sure that you hashtag hustle and hashtag grind. And in the end, your hashtag hard work will make you a hashtag successful, hashtag entrepreneur. And that's it for today's video. If you think I should become a LinkedIn influencer, let me know down in the comments. And if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. As always, my name's Christian and I'll see you guys next time.